Step into the heart of Tokyo on a summer's day. The air shimmers with heat, and the city buzzes with the footsteps of millions weaving through the endless maze of streets and crosswalks. The city pulses with energy. Cars inch forward in traffic, trains snake through the skyline, and towers of glass and steel reflect the relentless sun. Every corner is alive, humming with the rhythm of urban life. Yet, beneath this marvel of human achievement, a powerful change is underway. The city is growing hotter, and the signs are everywhere. Waves of heat rising from the pavement, the air thick and heavy. It's not just the sun, the city itself traps heat, making it several degrees warmer than the countryside nearby. The difference is stark, visible even from space. This is the urban heat island effect, a city's fever that affects every living thing within its sprawl. It's a phenomenon seen in cities worldwide, but in megacities like Tokyo, its impact is magnified. Our concrete, asphalt, and glass absorb and store the sun's energy, releasing it long after sunset. Even at night, the city radiates warmth, making relief from the heat hard to find. In a forest, sunlight powers life and cools the air through transpiration. Trees breathe, releasing moisture and creating a natural air conditioner for the world around them. In the city, it's a different story. Roads and buildings soak up the sun's rays, then radiate that heat back into the air, turning entire neighborhoods into ovens as the day goes on. As megacities like Tokyo expand, this urban fever intensifies, raising new challenges for health, comfort, and the very way we live. Vulnerable populations, like the elderly and children, are especially at risk. But humanity is inventive. We have the tools to address this challenge. Innovative solutions like green roofs, reflective surfaces, and renewable energy are already making a difference. The real question is, how will we choose to cool our cities? Will we embrace nature, technology, or a blend of both to reclaim comfort and health for all? The journey to a cooler, more sustainable urban future is one we must all embark on, together. Every tree planted, every green space created, brings us closer to a livable city. For the health of our cities and ourselves, the time to act is now. Our choices today will shape the world we live in tomorrow. The story of Tokyo's heat is just beginning. How it ends depends on us all. To understand why Tokyo often feels like an oven in the summer, picture an urban heat island, a bubble of warmth that forms over the city, surrounded by cooler air in the countryside. This invisible dome of heat is a direct result of how cities are built and how they function every day. Natural landscapes cool themselves with plants, trees, and moist soil, which absorb sunlight and release water vapor. But cities lack these natural cooling systems, replacing them with concrete, asphalt, and glass that trap and store heat. Tall buildings create urban canyons, trapping heat that bounces between walls and pavement. Narrow streets and dense construction prevent breezes from carrying the heat away, making the air feel even hotter. At night, while the countryside cools quickly, the city radiates stored heat from its surfaces, keeping the air uncomfortably warm long after sunset. This lingering warmth can make it difficult to sleep and offers little relief from the day's heat. Human activity, cars, air conditioners, factories, adds even more heat, known as anthropogenic heat. Every engine, exhaust, and appliance pumps extra warmth into the city air, compounding the problem. In dense cities, this effect is magnified, creating a thick thermal blanket that separates urban centers from the natural world. The more crowded and built up the area, the stronger the heat island effect becomes. The result, cities can be several degrees hotter than their rural surroundings, especially after sunset. This temperature gap can last for hours or even through the night. This persistent warmth strains energy grids as people use more air conditioning, and it impacts public health, increasing the risk of heat-related illnesses and discomfort for everyone. Understanding the urban heat island effect is the first step toward finding solutions. Scientists and city planners are working together to measure, analyze, and address this growing challenge. We built these heat islands. Now we must learn to cool them. Solutions like green roofs, reflective surfaces, and more trees can help lower city temperatures. The challenge is complex, but not insurmountable. With innovation, community effort, and smart planning, we can make our cities more livable. The path forward starts with knowledge and action. By understanding the problem and working together, we can create cooler, healthier cities for everyone. The materials we use, dark asphalt, concrete, and glass, are at the heart of the urban heat problem. Asphalt absorbs up to 95% of solar energy, reaching blistering temperatures. Concrete, though lighter, has high thermal mass, soaking up heat by day and releasing it at night. Glass skyscrapers reflect and trap sunlight, bouncing heat between buildings and streets. Air conditioning inside pumps even more heat outside, warming the urban canyons below. These materials have replaced soil and trees, turning cities into heat traps. Where once there was shade and cooling, now there is stored and radiated heat. We chose these materials for strength and utility, not realizing their thermal impact. Rethinking our building blocks is essential for a cooler city. The solution starts with what we build and how we build it. The future of urban comfort depends on smarter choices. Extreme urban heat is a global reality, not just a theory. In 2018, Kumagaya near Tokyo hit 41.1 degrees Celsius, the highest ever in Japan, while Tokyo itself sweltered above 35 degrees Celsius, amplified by the urban heat island effect. Cities worldwide, from Phoenix to Paris, face similar heat waves, with city centers often much hotter than surrounding areas. These temperature spikes are not just numbers, they impact daily life, health, and safety. Satellite images show cities as glowing embers, while shaded streets can be much cooler than sun-drenched plazas just meters away. The heat is concentrated in the most built-up, least green parts of our cities. As climate change accelerates, these events are becoming more frequent and severe. The message is clear. We must redesign our cities for resilience and comfort. Imagine Tokyo in 2030 if nothing changes. Heat waves that were once rare become the norm. Nights remain hot, offering little relief, and public health systems are stretched by rising cases of heat stroke. Power grids strain under the demand for air conditioning, risking blackouts when cooling is needed most. Roads and rails buckle under extreme heat, and productivity drops as people avoid the outdoors. The cost of cooling soars, and the city's vibrant life is pushed to the margins of the day. This is not inevitable, it's a warning. The next few years are critical for choosing a different path. By rethinking how we build and plan, we can create a cooler, more resilient Tokyo. The tools exist, the choice is ours. The future depends on what we do now. One elegant solution lies above us: green roofs. Traditional roofs absorb heat, reaching up to 80 degrees, but a green roof transforms this space into a living garden. Plants and soil provide shade and cool the air through evapotranspiration, acting as natural air conditioners. On a hot day, a green roof can be 30 to 40 degrees cooler than a conventional one. Green roofs also insulate buildings, reduce energy use, and provide habitats for wildlife. They absorb rainwater, easing pressure on city drainage and reducing flood risk. Cities worldwide are adopting green roofs, and Tokyo is joining in. Even a fraction of Tokyo's rooftops converted to green could create a vast network of cooling spaces. It's like unfurling a green blanket over the city, cooling, cleaning, and beautifying urban life. The potential is immense, and the transformation is underway. Ground-level greenery is just as powerful. Planting trees and creating green spaces at street level can cool neighborhoods by up to 15 degrees Celsius. Trees shade streets and buildings, preventing surfaces from absorbing heat. Through evapotranspiration, trees release cooling vapor, creating pleasant green corridors. Parks and pocket gardens offer vital oases of cool, even in dense neighborhoods. Vertical gardens turn building walls into living tapestries, providing shade and cooling. Community gardens transform neglected land into productive social spaces. These solutions are accessible. Anyone can plant a tree or start a garden. Even small strips of land or building walls can help restore natural cooling. By integrating green elements, we reclaim the city's lost cooling power. No single solution will cool our cities. It's about weaving them together. Imagine skyscrapers with green roofs, vertical gardens, and tree-lined streets working in harmony. Cool pavements made from reflective materials reduce surface temperatures where trees can't reach. Water features, fountains, streams, misters add another layer of cooling, creating comfortable microclimates. This integrated approach draws on old wisdom and new technology. Each neighborhood can tailor solutions: commercial districts with green roofs, residential areas with parks and trees. Industrial zones can use large-scale greening and recycled water. By combining large projects with community initiatives, we build a resilient, beautiful, and cooler city. The tapestry of green and blue infrastructure is our best defense against urban heat. The future is diverse, adaptive, and green. The challenge of urban heat is real, and it's growing every year as our cities expand and temperatures rise. But just as real is our ability to overcome it, using creativity, determination, and collective action. Imagine a greener, cooler Tokyo by 2030, a city where nature and innovation work hand in hand. This vision is within reach if we act together, making bold choices for our future. City planners, architects, communities, and individuals all have a vital role to play. Collaboration is key, and every voice matters in shaping the city's destiny. Every patch of green, every tree planted, every garden nurtured contributes to a cooler, healthier city. Small actions, multiplied by millions, can transform entire neighborhoods. The path forward blends human ingenuity with nature's wisdom, creating spaces that are both innovative and sustainable for generations to come. We must build cities that breathe, places of comfort, beauty, and connection to the living world, where people and nature thrive side by side. Transforming Tokyo into a cool green metropolis can inspire cities everywhere, showing what's possible when we work together for change. The opportunity is now. Rooftops can become meadows, walls can become gardens, and streets can become shaded corridors, inviting life back into the heart of the city. Our cities can be oases of life, not islands of heat, offering relief, joy, and hope to everyone who calls them home. A cooler dawn is possible if we choose to make it real, starting today with the decisions we make and the actions we take. The work begins with a single seed, a single tree, and the shared belief in a better future. Together, we can grow a city that's vibrant, resilient, and truly alive.